Hello everyone, my name is Patel Jivan and in this series we will cover more than 40 important lead code questions step by step. So today we are solving containing duplicates. In this video we will cover brute force and optimal hash approach. So get started. We have given an integer array num and our task is to check whether any elements appear more than once or not. If the value is repeated then return true, otherwise false. So in this example, we have 1, 2, 3, and 1. Here 1 is repeated twice, so we return true. And in this area 1, 2, 3, 4, not any number is repeated, so the output is false. The most basic idea is to compare every element with every other element. If we find equal values, then duplicate exists, otherwise not. So let's start it. So let's implement that idea. So here we do two loops from 0 to n, and here n is the size of number, so the size of an array. Here in another nested loop from I plus 1 to n. Here we started from I plus 1 because we don't want any repeated numbers. So here if the nums of I and nums of a is equal, then we return true. If there is no repeated number, then we will return false at last. So here if the numbers a duplicate number exists, then return true, otherwise return false. So let's run this code. Solution works, but there is one problem. We check every possible path using nested loop. So as input size grow, the number of comparison grow very fast. So if the array size is very large, then this solution might be fail. The time complexity of this solution is O of n square and the space complexity is O of 1. So let's optimize this further. So now let's thinking about what we actually needed. We need to know one thing. Have I already seen this number before? And that's exactly where hash set becomes super useful. We stored every visited number inside an unordered set. For every element, if it already exists in the set, then duplicate found. Otherwise, insert that number into the set. Simple and efficient. So let's implement that idea. So first delete this code and take an unordered array, unordered set of an integer data type. And let's run the for loop in nums array. Here, if the num is inside the scene array, then scene set, then we will return true. Otherwise, insert that number into the set. So if the scene dot find num is not equal to scene dot end, then return true. Otherwise, insert num into the set, and at last we will return false. So let's run the code. Let's submit this. And that's it for containing duplicates. We start with brute force, then optimize it using hashing with unordered set. I will edit the detailed explanation and solutions link in the description. So let's see in the next video. Thank you for watching.